Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Spitler with All Designs Equine, and today we're going to be doing a Cowboy Christmas boot wreath. As you can hear, I'm still sick after like a month, so I'm going to make this kind of short and sweet, so hopefully my voice doesn't give out before all this is said and done. But anyway, we're going to take an authentic cowboy boot, and you can use a used one of your own. You can even use like a parent's cowboy boot and make them a special wreath. A lot of people do like memorial wreaths or something like that. So you can do anything to make it more special, but for now I'm just taking what I'm using is a Rampage. It's a new boot, but it's an authentic cowboy boot, and probably mid-calf works the best, because if it's too tall, then it looks a little bit out of balance. If it's too short, it also looks out of balance. This one is maybe a hair shorter than I like, but it's pretty good. So the customer wants some red poinsettias, which I got these ones from Hobby Lobby. They're burgundy red, and they're glittery, and they're pretty, as you can see. And they've got like a nice velvet, so they look kind of bougie, I would say. And they also want pheasant feathers and antlers in this, but you don't even have to do that, or you can do it as is, or you can add your own. Once again, if you have a hunter in the family or something and you want to use the deer horns to make it a more customized and special wreath, you can do that. So this makes a very good gift, and it also is a beautiful decoration. So I got these. This is a nice pine pick, and it's kind of rustic. It's got these like sticks in it, so I really like that, and some pine cones. This is another like pine pick. This is nothing special, just whatever you want. And this one is another pick, and it has some big luscious looking berries in it. So I kind of like this. And what I did is I stuffed the boot with paper, and then I put styrofoam in it. I glued it around the side. So this will make a nice, it makes it full, so it almost looks like there's a leg in the boot. So, okay. So this is gonna be the tall part, and I'm gonna pretty much decorate this laying down, unless I can get my camera to be a little bit higher, which I might try to do. Okay, I backed up the camera a little bit so that I'm gonna be going from this angle to this angle. So I'm gonna take the tallest pine spray, and I'm gonna use this more in the back of the boot. So I'm going to glue it with my hot glue. Push it down in, kind of spread it out a little bit, and you'll see it looks like this. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little pine spray, and I'm going to fill out this area, the front. Now I'm going to put 2 plaid bows in the back, like where the heel of the boot is. So that'll fill out that a little bit more. And then I'm going to use my big luscious berries. This might be too tall. We're going to see. I might cut it a little bit, just so it's not quite as tall, because we want tall, second tallest, and then the poinsettias are going to be here. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Push it in. Fan it out a little bit. I'm going to look at it. And then I'm going to take, this is a very simple design actually. So that's kind of why I picked it for today, because I have it at, it's supposed to be shipped tomorrow. It's a very busy Christmas season, as usual. I'm going to be talking about starting your own craft business if you're interested in some future videos eventually. It's just this time of year, it's hard to do that right now, especially since I'm sick and it's hard to talk. Okay, so you can see that. All right, and then I'm going to take this other poinsettia and I'm going to put it in the back, kind of a little higher. I'm going to put the I have to eye it, even though I kind of know what I'm doing here. I still have to eye it a little bit better in front of my face. Okay, so we want this to be a little taller than the other one. Once again, you want varying degrees of height. It makes it a little more interesting. So this one's a little bit lower, that one's a little bit higher. And you can see I have this light thing that's in my way. It's like that. Okay, now I have another, like a kind of a more drapey pick that I'm going to put, that's going to drape down the back of the boot. Okay. And I'm also going to put my 2 bows there. And I'm going to show you again how to make a bow. Even though I've done a million bows, when I show other people how to make bows for me, they all struggle. So I am going to demonstrate it one more time. And it does take some practice. But this is considered a florist bow. As I have mentioned in previous videos, I used to be a wedding decorator and a florist. So I combined my floral know-how, and I'm self-taught, so I didn't go to school or anything. I just learned through getting a job as a florist and having my own wedding business. So I learned how to do all of that. Okay, and then I'm going to put one more bow, I think. And I'm going to show you how to make this bow. Okay. These are 2 different plaid bows. I'm gonna just kind of feed it out. And here we go. So you're going to lay the ribbon over your fingers and bring it to the middle. You're gonna loop it back to the middle, and then you're gonna repeat it on this side. You're gonna loop it back to the middle. You're going to take another loop, slightly smaller, loop it back to the middle, and then you gather it with your fingers, okay? And then you're going to loop it back again. Oops, the glue has glued this a little bit. Always some crazy chaos in the crafting world. And then you're going to do it again, and you're going to gather it, and then you're going to make a smaller loop for the middle. I'm going to cut this, and I'm still going to hold it. Okay. So it's going to look like that. You can see big loop, smaller, smaller, and then your middle loop. And then you're going to figure out how big you want the tail. You're just going to gather it in the middle. Cut it off, and we'll fix it up later here. Okay. Then I need a nice piece of thick, stiff wire, not that piece because I'm using that for something else. But this piece. Okay, this is a nice stiff wire because we're gonna poke it into the styrofoam and it will bend. So you need a kind of a thick coated wire here for this. Okay, and then you just fan it out. You pull it, and you need to be careful that you don't pull it to the other side, but you just kind of pull it until it looks a little bit better. And then we're going to glue this wire and stick it in the side again. Okay, now as you can see, I've got two different kinds, but there's a space here. So I'm going to need to get some more pine. So I'm going to go, I have a pine spray here. This one has like multiple different kinds of pine in it. So I'm just gonna spread it and cut it off, and then I'll stick it in where there is a missing space. Let's see if I can just cut it. All right. And then we're gonna stick it in that space there. And we need a little bit more back here, and we probably need some more berries, it looks like, which I can put in a little bit later. And then I'm going to go get the pheasant feathers. I'll be right back. Okay, and also grab some more berries, which I'm going to put back here because it needs something else back here. And then I have two pheasant feathers, which I'm just going to, you can glue these in. This is like really pretty actually when you add the pheasant feathers. It makes it look really nice. Kind of bougie, if you can see that. And then you can add horns, but I kind of like just the pheasant feathers myself. But anyway, all right, so there is our Cowboy Christmas boot wreath. You can make it however you like, add any other options, but this is pretty basic and pretty easy to do. Until next time, and hopefully after Christmas we will delve into a little bit more on how to do your own craft business on Etsy or your own website, or just as a hobby business. All right, until next time, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.